Hey y'all, hope you're doing great today. I am coming to you from the basement. We're doing a ton of bike work this week. Well, I am, on all the bikes, trying to get them ready for spring. It doesn't look super great out there, but I'm optimistic that everything will clear back off in a bit. It's kind of in that transition period where we get snow and then we get mud, and then we get more snow and then we get mud. So it's not really great for just about anything. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to clear that box of parts out and make a bike out of it. So the race bike is together for the most part, and we'll get to that in a minute. It's actually at the shop right now. I've got my commuter bike up on the rack, and we went to Bike-O-Rama last weekend and we picked out the lady a new commuter bike. She just got a job that's a little bit closer, so she's going to be riding in to work, ditching the car for most of the summer, which I hope. It's great for everyone. You arrive happy to work, arrive happy home, and then you don't pay for gas, usually just more food, which is always good. But let's get back to the race bike and let's take a shot of it as it sits against the garage. So as you can see, it's a beautiful race bike. I am super happy to get her back together. If you saw the my review video from last season, you'll see I did the upgrades I was hoping for. New fork, we got new brakes on there, super exciting. She doesn't have pedals because we are upgrading pedals. At Bike-O-Rama, I got a new pair of carbon-soled shoes, mountain bike shoes. I wasn't planning on going that direction, but I put them on and they felt like a glove. The lady said, get off it, just get them. They look great on you, they feel great. And then this last week, I just happened to come across a killer deal. The entire crew bought Power Meter pedals. They were clearancing them out at like under $200 for a set of Garmin's. Everyone grabbed a pair, so we're super stoked to have those on. And that's gonna go on the race bike. So the thing that is the problem, let's cut to that video real quick. And if you notice, the shock isn't compressing all the way. It's only getting to about 35%. I should be getting that full 40 mils of travel, and I don't know why I'm not. I brought in the entire shock, just the shock, in to get it serviced last fall. Did the full thing, damper service and everything. Paid a pretty penny for that because I won't do shock servicing because I'm frankly not any good at it and don't have the parts, and it's a whole thing. So I'll leave that to the professionals. They're better at it. And I got it back, sat in the parts box for a while, finally threw it on and noticed it was not compressing all the way. So I loaded up the bike and took it in. It's incredible. I switched out everything. I mean, I took the bike down to nuts and bolts, built it all back up, and the problem is with the professionally serviced shock. So they're going to deal with that, and then I'll get it back, and I'll have to re-bleed the brakes and all that stuff, just some tuning, but for the most part, she's ready to go. The commuter bike is up on the rack, and I will be talking about that one in a future video because I am super pumped on it. She only needs a chain. I think I am going to expedite things on that one and just do the bare maintenance, like bare minimum on it for now, because I'm hemorrhaging money on bikes. Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. We went to Bike-O-Rama last weekend, and the lady did find her bike. We went, I mean, they have hundreds of bikes. It is amazing. Just a big empty space, just wall-to-wall bike stuff. So we went and looked at gravel bikes, we looked at some commuter bikes, we looked at kind of the range of it, and she found two that she liked. One of them was a Surly Crosscheck, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was a more modern gravel bike. It had frame mounts and stuff so that we could throw on racks and make it a really nice commuter, you know, through axles, you know, disc brakes, all that stuff. And she actually liked the Surly Crosscheck better, which I'm super pumped about because it's super easy to work with. External routing, you know, clincher tires, rim brakes. Super simple. I can probably strip that thing and put it back together in about 2 hours, down to bolts, which makes me happy. And I think that's one of the things that people forget about bikes. I mean, they're super great, super awesome. Like, I love the high-end bikes. I've had a couple of them. I had a Speed Concept for a while that was just super, you know, custom parted out, you know, internal routing. Everything was super slick and super nice. And it was a beautiful race bike. I absolutely loved it. Hated working on it. Just absolutely hated it because I had to, you know, internally route everything. I ended up having to put foam on the cable so it didn't rattle. Everything is proprietary, the brakes, headsets, everything. So you're not just going to get an off the stock, you know, stem and throw it on there. Press fit, bottom bracket, you know, the whole 9 yards. You know, one of the reasons I went with the Santa Cruz Blur was it has a lot more off the shelf components. So, you know, you can throw just a regular stem on there. And it isn't super hard to work on, but, you know, bleeding, you know, hydraulics and stuff like that. I am a huge fan of super easy bikes when they're applicable, like a commuter, you know, off the you know, wall, you know, off the shelf parts, something easy to strip, super easy to work on, threaded bottom brackets, you know, steel, rides nice, is super reliable. You know, nothing is super expensive to get. So anyways, she went with that bike on her own. She rode it, liked it, and we got it home. I just need to adjust some things. She didn't like the handlebars, which, whatever, handlebars. We'll get a new stem on it. We're going to get some new bar tape. New headset, definitely from Dispatch. We'll get one of those for her. Get some, you know, new parted out kit. And I'm super pumped for all that. So anyways, that's my week. It's all bikes, putting bikes back together. Training, watch the past 3 videos. You can see the volume and the process. We're still on a holding pattern. I feel a lot stronger. I haven't had the nerve to FTP test, but I bumped everything up 10% from my last test, and I'm flying through that. So I'm pretty sure if I was to guess where my FTP is, it's probably between 330 and 340 right now, which is pretty normal for this time of year. And then once we start getting into things, I'm hoping that we can start driving up things a little more. I'm not super worried about the FTP. I'd like to lose a little weight and get a little bit more endurance for those longer races. But for now, I'm just gonna keep slamming intervals. You know, 1 3-hour ride on the trainer is mind-numbing enough. And then once things thaw out, then we're gonna start ramping up to, you know, from 10 to 15 hours in the saddle pretty quickly. And then intensity will follow as weights kind of drop and level out just for maintenance. Definitely not getting rid of the weights, but we're not gonna be hammering them. I already feel it with some intervals. I'm not pushing what I wanna, what I was, but whatever. Anyways, next week we'll do something more with bikes. Maybe I'll do the walkthrough, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, have a great day. Any questions, throw them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, see you next week.